think it's a fantastic opportunity, an unbelievable club to come in and support the team. Look for them to really build on the platform that's been created by the wonderful work that Danny Orr's done over the last month or so. And like I said to a lot of people this morning, I'm a Castleford boy, went to school here, supported Castleford for a number of years, came down and watched the A-team when it was that years ago. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for me, and it's a wonderful club, and the history and tradition of the place is pretty special. So I've had a wonderful time at Featherstone, and that's another traditional club that's got a lot of special things about it, and I really have enjoyed working there and helping to grow the club. And this is another special traditional club that I feel I can have a big impact on across the board. And so when the opportunity came up, I was really excited about it. I think obviously confidence dipped a fair bit, and confidence is a wonderful thing. You don't know where it comes from, you don't know where it goes, but when you've got it, it's you're almost unbreakable. And I think to credit Danny with that, he's done a wonderful job in stabilising the team. I thought against OK at the weekend that there's a lot of spirit there. The team, it looked like a team who cared about what they were doing, and that's massively important, because that's what the people who are sat in the stands and stood on the ends there, that's what they want to see. They want to see a team that believes it believes in its club, and it believes about what it's doing on the field, and I certainly saw that. And obviously there's some defensive issues there that need to fix up. The team needs to be a little bit tougher in terms of the amount of points that they're conceding. But I thought they were outstanding against OKR with the ball, and creating opportunities all over the place. And there's some special players in the team, and there's a lot of good qualities across all the positions within the team. And the squad that we've got can do special things this year. I still believe that. I know people have been talking about bottom of the table and all that sort of stuff, but I don't see that. I don't see a squad that should be where it is, and I think Danny's gone a long way to stabilise and start to change that. And the key thing is changing the perception about what's going on at the club, and I'll be working pretty hard on that.
It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of negotiating, a lot of time spent interviewing all quality coaches that we did interview. But I really felt at the bottom of my heart that Daryl's the right man for the job, and I'm looking forward to seeing him working with the players. I'm pleased to say that Danny Orr staying on as his assistant, and that we're never going to change. And I'd like to thank Danny and Richard Tunnelly for holding it for the last few weeks and doing a fantastic job. And I think they've lifted the spirits not only of the club but the fans as well. And I'm always thankful for that, and I always will be. Daryl's a new era for us, and a British coach, first British coach we've had quite a while, and I'm hoping he's going to bring a lot of success to this club, and I'm sure he will. And I'll give him every support I can, as well as Jack Fulton will, to bring success back to Castleford Tigers. There were a lot of standout candidates, but just for me, it's the ethos he brings to the club, the ethos he wants to bring to the playing staff, and it filters everything right down to the community as well. So it's the complete package that he brings, not only as a head coach, but the things he wants to do within the club as well, to turn the club into what I believe it should be.
Yeah, I think so. I think as head coach, I think you're certainly in terms of the football department, you're the head man. You've got to look at, but I believe it's not just the first team. It's you've got to make sure you're involved with 16s, with 19s. Marketing's a big part of, and I don't see any reason why your head coach won't be involved in talking to sponsors. And I've always been pretty good with the fans, to be honest. I think that's why I got such a good reception when I left Featherstone. Is that I talk to people. Just why wouldn't you? You're just a bloke and a human being like they are, and they've got a massive ownership of the club, the fans, and I believe in talking and being involved in everything within an organisation. I think the belief's there, to be honest. I don't think they're lacking in belief. I think that's certainly starting to grow. You see a team that can score points like Castleford are at the moment. I think it's just the players, although they'll get to meet me, see my personality. Self-belief, I believe, comes from confidence, and the confidence is starting to grow within the team. And I'll be dealing with the players on an individual level, and really getting to know them and understand what they're about as people and as players, and I'll be giving them as much confidence as I can, because I think I just see a group of players who've got the ability to win games on a consistent basis. So being consistent is massive, and and to do that, you need to start building your confidence. I believe that's already there, and I just want to build on the work that Danny's done today. I'm not going to come in and start jumping up and down all over the place, changing too much. It's middle of the season. Players have got some structures in place that they're working to, and I look to build and enhance that, and obviously defensively we'll be looking to toughen up, and if we get those things right and players are playing with confidence, then this team will be a tough one to beat. Like you say, the team scoring plenty of points, that's certainly not a major issue, but conceding too many, and need to start chipping away at that minus figure on the ladder, and we need to start climbing the ladder. Piece things together, break the season down a little bit, look at some focus points over the coming weeks. We've got a great opportunity with a sort of a mini camp at Catalan next week, and then you've got a derby game the week after, which is got to get excited about them, aren't you? Derby games. So I see some real good key games coming up. You take each one as it comes. Catalan's first. Let's make sure we get that job done, and it gives me a good opportunity to get to know the players as well whilst we're away. You're on flights and you're in hotels, so you can sit down and talk to guys there and get to know them a little bit better. So I see the coming weeks as really important, but I do believe it's a strong platform here.
You mentioned briefly just then the Catalan trip. Would you prefer there to be a game this weekend, or do you think it's quite handy having this break so you can bed in and really get to know players?
Yeah, I think it's a benefit. Obviously, you wouldn't want it to happen. You want to be in the Challenge Cup and get all the way, and but that's not happened. So I think it was ideal, really. Obviously, leaving Featherstone, they were out of the Challenge Cup, and obviously Castleford are. So it was ideal for me to come in. The players are off a little bit. I can get round and see them over the next couple of days, and yeah, it gives me a little bit of an opportunity to take a deep breath, have a chat with everybody in the organisation. And start to move forward with the role. Danny's, you've seen that he loves the club, and he's done a great job, as I've already mentioned. Obviously, I'm pretty local boy from Castleford. I've got to prove that I can do the job, and then everybody starts to believe in what you're doing. The players, of course, if you then I always wanted to play for Castleford. It never quite happened for me. But this is a fantastic opportunity to coach. But if you're a player and you've grown in the local area, you want to play for your local team, don't you? And Castleford's got a massive pull for young players. And then when you're out there on the grass, you believe in what you're doing because it's your town. And that's something special. That, and I think the more we can harness that and make that make it even more special for these young men and want to keep them at the club. I think there's been some high quality young players brought through the system here, and I think too many of them have gone. I want to keep them here playing and making sure they finish their careers here. They go through the whole thing and they win things with Castleford Tigers, because then you've got the full package. Then you don't want to be losing these high quality players, and that's why I believe in being involved all the way across the youth system as well, and having an influence within it, because we want to be able to retain those young men and have them playing out here, and you get more people watching your local people because they believe in what you're doing. So yeah, I see that as a big part, and we want everybody to doing the job, Castleford people or not, and really believing in what we're about.
Obviously, you've been asked about Rangi chasing Daz Clark all morning. From your point of view, where does that stand?
Well, as it stands at the moment, these two players at the club till the end of the season, and what I'd have to say, what I do see on the field is that they look like they care about what they're doing. They're not going out there and not working hard. They're going out and putting everything into it. And Rangi Chase having a big influence on the team. Daryl Clark at the weekend I thought was excellent and really challenged the opposition. So you've got players who are working hard for the teammates, for the club, and that's hugely important. I don't know where it's going to go at the moment. I think we need some clarity sooner rather than later, so you don't keep getting these questions. and hopefully we'll be able to get that sorted as soon as.